When you're driving, maybe stuck in traffic or just out on the road, do you ever stop and think, how safe is this really?
Mhm.
It's a common thought, I think, and leads to this really interesting question. Does a country getting wealthier automatically mean its roads get safer? Or maybe could it actually make things more dangerous at first?
That's exactly what we're digging into today.
Yeah, we're doing a deep dive into a brand new study just out this year looking at exactly that, the link between road accident deaths and income levels, specifically across the OECD countries, developed economies.
Right. What's really fascinating and maybe a bit counterintuitive is that it's not a simple straight line. More money doesn't just equal safer roads instantly.
Okay.
We're going to unpack this surprising relationship they found, look at some other key factors, and even touch on whether countries are actually getting closer together, converging on safety levels. It's complex.
All right, so let's jump in. The study's main finding, you said it challenges assumptions. I guess most people, myself
Mhm.
included, would think wealthier country, instantly safer roads. Simple.
Yeah, that's the common sense thought. But this study found what they call an inverted U-shaped relationship. So picture a U turned upside down.
An upside down U. Okay, walk me through that. How does that work?
Well, it basically happens in two stages. First, as a country starts developing, incomes go up, but road deaths actually increase.
Increase, really? Why would that happen?
It seems strange, right? But think about it. Rising income means more people can suddenly afford some kind of vehicle.
Yeah.
Often that's maybe a less safe motorcycle or an older car without modern safety features.
Ah, okay. So just more vehicles on the road, period.
Exactly, a big jump in travel demand. And at the same time, governments in that phase are often focused on just building basic infrastructure, any roads, rather than super safe ones with all the bells and whistles.
Right, safety features come later.
And things like good vehicle maintenance, wearing helmets, even proper driver training. Those costs can be tough for households just starting to earn more. So yeah, tragically, you see that initial rise in accidents.
Okay, so that's the upward slope of the upside down U, but it does eventually turn around. You mentioned a turning point.
Yes, thankfully it does. After income per person reaches a certain level, the trend reverses and road deaths start to decrease.
And is there like a magic number for that turning point?
Well, the study found an average around 15,578.88 per capita income. But, and this is important, it wasn't the exact same figure for all countries.
Ah, good job.
Depending on the specific group of countries they looked at, it varied a bit, maybe between roughly $13,700 and $14,800. It shows the path isn't identical everywhere.
So what happens after that point? Why the decrease?
That's when things really shift.
Mm-hmm.
As societies get wealthier overall, people demand more safety, governments invest more in better roads, traffic lights, wider highways, that sort of thing.
And safer cars become more common too, I assume.
Definitely. Cars with airbags, automatic safety systems. Plus, you get much better medical care available if an accident does happen.
Mm.
And there's usually a bigger push for public awareness, campaigns about speeding or drink driving, better education on traffic rules.
Makes sense. So income is a huge factor, but in this kind of complex two-phase way, did the study point to other major influences besides just income?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They looked at a few other critical things, health spending, for instance.
Health spending, how does that connect?
Well, they found that more spending on health actually reduces road accident deaths significantly. Like a 1% increase in health spending could cut deaths by almost 0.8% in countries that already have fairly low accident rates.
Wow. So better healthcare access saves lives not just in the hospital, but sort of prevents the death toll on the roads, too.
Exactly. Better emergency response, better treatment, and conversely, something maybe less surprising, alcohol consumption.
Right. That one seems obvious.
Yeah, more alcohol consumed leads to more road deaths. A 1% increase in consumption could push deaths up by over 0.5% in countries that already struggle with high accident rates. Yeah. It just confirms, the terrible impact of impaired driving.
So we have income, health spending, alcohol. It paints a complex picture.
Yeah.
This brings up a bigger question then. Looking globally, are countries generally becoming equally safe, or are the gaps closing? Is there convergence?
That's a great question, and they did analyze that. They looked at 34 OECD countries over a long period, 1994 to 2020.
And
they found that, a majority, 21 out of the 34, so about 62% are converging. They're moving closer to the OECD average for road accident deaths.
so the gap is narrowing for most. How does that happen?
It often seems to be driven by technology transfer. safer countries share their know-how, their road safety tech,
Mm.
and also efforts to harmonize basic policies, getting everyone on a similar page for fundamental safety rules, like a global learning process.
Okay, so wrapping this up. This deep dive really shows that road safety isn't just about how rich a country is, it's way more nuanced.
Definitely.
We've got that surprising inverted U shape with income, the really crucial roles of health spending and alcohol consumption, and this positive trend mostly of convergence.
Right. And it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? Considering how huge the cost of road accidents is, not just emotionally, but economically too.
Yeah.
Well, what policies should really be the priority? Is it pushing public transport more, stricter rules for things like motorcycles, constant upgrades to roads, more awareness campaigns? How do we make sure all countries get past that dangerous early phase and achieve really sustainable, fair road safety, no matter their income level right now?
That's a powerful thought to end on. Plenty for us and for policymakers to think about.